The first card you have for your past is Death. Yeah, obviously the Death card is about a total change, out with the old, in with the new. There's no going back. That's how it is with the Death card. So yeah, I'm getting a change here. I'm getting a total change of feelings actually in this card. This is I'm getting quite a sad feeling around this actually. This is like a total change of emotions. I think there might have been, it might have been a phone call or a message, and I think that changed your emotions. It really changed a lot for you. This might sound a bit strange, but I don't even think that whoever called you gave you any new information or anything like that. It wasn't the information that bothered you, it was them. Just by listening to them, hearing their voice, I think your whole mood changed. And I think you realised that you had to do something to change the way you were feeling. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, you could have been going about your day and then you took this call. It might have been a message, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a voice message. It's something about their voice. Or it might have been that you got this message and you remembered their voice and it came back into your head. It was something about their voice, their tone of voice or something like that. And it was bothering you. It was really upsetting you. And I think that, after that happened, after this message or this call, I think it was probably really difficult for you to concentrate. I think you probably had work, you probably had a lot to do, but you weren't efficient. You weren't being efficient. You usually are very efficient, but after this call or whatever this was, this person was on your mind and you found it really hard to concentrate. If this is resonating with you, I think there might be something around this person that you need to finish. This is like some kind of practical thing, or it might be more than one thing, and you need to do this. You need to sort this out with this person. You might have been putting this off, or I don't know, sorry about that noise, or I don't know, that it's just like it's like you weren't addressing certain things with them that you knew you needed to do. And I am seeing practical things. And it might be, you might have been putting off this practical thing or these things because you're avoiding the person. It might be that. And I think this might be a reminder to you to just finish whatever this is that you need to finish, and then you'll be able to move on from this person permanently. And that's what you want to do. That's what the Death card is about. If talking to this person is so unsettling, or even hearing a message from them is so unsettling, if anyone makes you feel like this, you should move on from them. I'm really feeling this. It's like, it almost feels like, fixing up your home and then coming back to find you've been robbed. It's that kind of really violating feeling, that horrible feeling. I know I'm being dramatic, it sounds dramatic, but that's really what I'm feeling around this phone call or this message. So please do whatever you need to do. If this is resonating, do whatever you need to do so that you can move on from this person, so you don't have to speak to them ever again or see them ever again, if this is possible. And I'm seeing that it probably is, because this is a Death card and this is telling me that you need to separate totally from this person or this problem. So yeah, the next card you have for your past is the Hanged Man. So yeah, I know this hurt you. I know that your emotions were probably in the way of you being able to deal with whatever this was, this practical thing. But if you haven't already started fixing this or dealing with this, please do this. Make a start, get this done. Don't hold back like this Hanged Man. I keep on feeling this emotion. It's like you have a practical thing and you have an emotional, some emotional tie attached to it or something like that. It's very difficult for you, whatever this is. But please finish this. This man's legs are making the shape of a number 4. And a number 4 can be the number of completion, coming around to finishing something. So I think when you do finish this, and you do deal with this, when this is all finished, you'll probably be able to say goodbye to this person finally, and you'll be able to say goodbye to the way they make you feel, which is what you need to do. No one should have to feel like that. No one should have to feel that kind of violated feeling that I was seeing in the Death card or the Hanged Man, wherever it was. No, in the Death card, I'm in the Hanged Man. yeah, this kind of feeling of feeling really violated. Nobody should have to feel like that. I'm sorry, I'm just looking from one to the other because they're really relating to each other. You need to put an end to this, cut it out, put death to this practical situation, put death to this person, and finish it. Get on with your life. Don't hold back like this hanged man. Put this situation, this practical thing, to death. That's what both of these cards are telling you to do. The last card you have for your past is the Eight of Swords. So yeah, again, a trap. This is what you're feeling. You're feeling like this is an emotional trap and you're stuck in this. You want to move forward. You want to finish this thing. You want to get it out of the way, but you're emotionally trapped, or you feel that you are. And it's probably very painful having to work through this. I'm really feeling the pain around all of this. I keep on feeling that. But please start. Again, please start if you haven't already. The quicker you start, the quicker you can finish. And I think this person might have said some things to you in your past, or even said some things about you, and you might have internalized some of these things, maybe even subconsciously, and maybe this phone call triggered those feelings. But, don't let this person's words define you. You're you. You're much better than that. You're bigger than that. You're better than any of these things. You know who you are. You know this. You know this. Don't listen to them. You don't need to be reminded of what this person's opinion is. And this person's opinion is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. And once you've sorted this out, which is what I'm seeing in the Death card, you won't have to see them or talk to them ever again. So please do this. The first card you have for your present is the Page of Wands. So you do have some people around you who care about you. You have people who'd love to listen to you, people who'd love to help you. I think you might be isolating yourself a little bit from some of these people, not from everyone. I'm just getting this feeling of, maybe you're thinking something like, they don't understand my problems, or they've never experienced anything like anything that I'm going through. They don't understand, something like that. So yeah, that might be right. I mean, maybe some of these people haven't. And of course, some people who are around you wouldn't be the best people to talk to, of course. But there are some that would be good to talk to. And yeah, I keep on seeing you isolating yourself in some way. I was seeing that in the Eight of Swords. This woman's obviously isolating herself. And I'm seeing that again here. Because this page isn't dressed for his environment. He's like a fish out of water. He's in the middle of the desert. He's wearing winter clothes, boots, heavy scarves. So he'd be boiling. He's not fitting in with his environment. So maybe that's what you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking, nobody will understand me. I don't fit in this environment. I don't fit in around these people. They just don't understand. It's not true though. I think, yes, you can be a bit different from other people. You can see things in different ways sometimes, definitely. I'm actually seeing there is one specific person who you might want to talk to. And I think they're probably the very person who you would never imagine that they'd understand you. I think you might have actually struggled to get along with this person in the past. This is someone who's younger than you. I think if you opened up to this person, they might surprise you, and they might have some advice that's really valuable to you, actually. And I think this person's a lot more mature than you imagine. I think you might be thinking, oh, they're a bit immature, they'll never understand. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing around this. But if this resonates and you know who this is, please speak to them. I think they have some really valuable advice to give you, and they're a lot smarter than you think. They're a lot more mature than you think. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your present is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is the reading of wands. They're everywhere. So this is, again, telling you, this whole reading is telling you to take action on this practical thing. Take action on this thing and move forward from this person and how they're making you feel again. This queen is really bold. She's really, really, really brave. There are lions all over this card. So, this is showing me how brave she is. So you might have to just really, really try to put your feelings to one side, put your emotions to one side. I know that's difficult. I know it's easy for me to say, but you might just have to really, really just force yourself to do this. Just be brave. Just get it over and done with, and that will get you to where you need to go. I think that there are some things that you want to achieve, things you want to do, and you might have blocks that are stopping you from doing those things, and I think that's what's blocking you. I think it's this big mental block that you have. Getting this practical thing out of the way, getting this person out of your life, and then you'll feel free. Set your mind free. Set your mind free so that you're able to do these new things. Get this block out of your way, even if it's really, really hard, and I can see it is. Just do it. I know I sound repetitive, but I keep on seeing this over and over again in this reading, so please resolve this. The last card you have, your present, is the Five of Wands. So I think you actually might have some kind of financial connection to this person. I'm getting this feeling that for a long time maybe they earned more than you. Maybe that's what this practical thing is about, something around money. I don't know if this is an ex, but this is someone who you used to be very, very close to, and you're around this person all the time. Maybe you were in a difficult position. You might have owed them something, maybe not. Maybe they just thought that you did. But there's something around money or possessions I'm seeing here. I'm also seeing a lot of competition around this. I think this person might have held things over you in the past, maybe even financially or something like that. But now I think you might be starting to get yourself into a better position financially, and you might even pass them, I think. With your job or your business or whatever it is you're doing, I think you're going to keep on growing. I think you might even get further than them financially, actually, eventually. You probably will, I think. It's going to take some time, but I think you will. And they're not going to like it. They're not going to like it when they find this out. I'm not seeing you telling them about this gradual success that I'm seeing happening, but I think they will realize in some way. They might see you wearing nicer clothes, or they might see you in a newer car or something like that. And I actually think most people would find it really hard to spot you becoming more successful. You're not the kind of, but you're quite modest. You're down to earth. You don't show off. You don't wear fancy clothes. You don't have a great big mansion. You don't have all these things. But this person's going to notice. They will notice. So that shows me that they're still really going to be watching you and noticing what you're doing. And to them, it's probably going to feel like the tables have turned. That's how it's going to feel. They were on the top and now you're on the top. That's how they're going to be feeling. But again, do what this difficult thing is. Get it out of the road, because that big block, that big barrier you have is going to stop you from achieving this thing quickly. It might be holding you back. You're going to reach this success a lot faster if you get rid of this big block. And also your emotions will be a lot more stable, and that will help you to move forward. And you probably won't have to talk to them ever again once you've done this, as I was seeing in the death card. But I think they're still going to be watching you, and I think they still might be noticing you. So when you do have this success, when you do change, sorry about that noise, they are going to notice. They really are. The first card you have for your future is the Seven of Wands. So yes, look at this man. He's high up. He has all of these wands attacking him, but look at where he is. He's up on a hill. He's high up. He's above them all. So this person is not going to like it when you get higher up, when you're up higher on that hill. This is where you'll be. And of course, this is going to take time. It's going to take a lot of hard work to get you into this place. But you know that, and you're patient as well. You're very strong and you're very patient. And when you're finally in this position, don't feel that you have to justify yourself to this person or anyone else, because I think this person might come back. They might come and they might say things like, oh, how did you do that? How can you do that? So what are you doing that? Oh, they're new clothes. Oh, that's a new thing. Where did you get that from? Oh, so how much are you earning anyway? Tell me, I'm really curious. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to tell them anything. You don't even have to answer them at all. You can just walk off because you don't owe them anything. Once this practical thing is moved out of the way and you've moved on, you do not owe them anything. You might even want to walk off and just not say anything. I don't know if you're like that, but yeah. Once you've dealt with this, you'll be able to cut all ties with them. I'm seeing that all the way through this. But it's going to be difficult emotionally. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be really worth it because eventually that will clear your head. You'll be able to focus on, your business or whatever this is, and you'll be ahead of them. The next card you have for your future is the Nine of Wands. So yeah, I'm seeing a love connection in this card. It's very slow. This person's moving forward very cautiously, very slowly. And I think this might be coming from you. You might be so mentally and emotionally exhausted that you really, really just don't have much to give to anyone, even if it's someone who deserves something from you. There is someone around you, I think, or they're going to be at this time in your future. I don't know if this is someone who you've just started seeing or if you've just started talking to them, but I don't know how much you've told them about this thing that you're going through. I think you might have probably told them something because I don't think you could avoid telling them. But I think you've been so drained emotionally and you're still going to be at this time that, whether you've told them or not, I think they're going to be noticing some change in you. So it might be that they're noticing that you've had this phone call or you've had this message and it's really changed you and it's really changed your mood, changed the way you're feeling. And I think, at this time, they're going to really be sensing your fragility around this whole situation. And I think they might be trying to give you space. They do care about you, I can see that. But if this is resonating and this person seems a bit distant at this time, I think they're just trying to be sensitive. They're just trying not to bug you and annoy you when they know that you've got a lot on your mind, I think. So if you need them to come close to you, I think you just have to tell them. Because I'm just getting this feeling that they think that you might need space. They're not going to be avoiding you. I don't think they're that kind of a person. They're probably just not sure how to really approach this. They might be a bit worried about how they can deal with this. So yeah, just talk to them if this resonates. Just tell them what you're going through. And you can trust this person, I can see that. The last card you have for your future is the Chariot. So again, the man inside this chariot, he has a big, big barrier around him. It's like a box all around him, not just at the front. It's in the top, it's in the bottom, it's in the sides. He's not letting anyone in. So I think this person might be a little bit distant because they're sensing these kind of I want to be alone vibes coming from you. And yeah, I think this is the same thing that I'm seeing in the Page of Wands. You do often feel as if nobody would understand you. But I think this person wants to understand you. And that's the main thing. If someone wants to understand you, if someone wants to listen to you, and they care about you, they're worth talking to. It's the fact that they want to talk to you is really, really important. I mean, do you know how many people are in relationships and their partner doesn't even care what they think? They're not even interested in understanding them. It's like, a lot of people are like, well, I don't even care what you think. I don't care. I don't want to understand you. I'm just interested in myself. That's so common. It's sad, but it's common. This person wants to understand you. So, talk to them. I think you might be mirroring each other, actually. I think you might both be thinking that the other one wants them to go away or be distant from them. So, just try to be open and honest with them. And I think that if you do, they're going to be open and honest as well. And they're going to tell you, something like, I wanted to come near you, but I really felt that you didn't want me to. But if you want me to, I'm really happy to listen. I want to listen to you. I want to understand you. They might say something like that. But someone has to make the first move. It may as well be you.